I'm not even joking. That noise drove me up the wall. Just went, no! What's going on, guys, and welcome to SAB. And in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my Lamborghini brakes. Now, I know I touched on them in the modifications video, which is one of the best videos on the channel in terms of views, but I want to give you guys a little bit more information with regards to why I chose to go the Lamborghini style route on my car, a bit more about where they were built, a bit more about the paint, you know, is it genuine paint, and of course what they look like on the cars. So I guess it all kind of started when I was trolling through one of the Facebook pages, one of the Abarth Facebook pages, and there was a random post kind of came up out of the blue of a seller over in Italy who customized Brembo brakes. But I just wanted something a little bit different. I always like to do things a bit unique and have something that kind of identifies me. So having mantis green Lambo brakes or Lambo style brakes on my Abarth was almost like my way of kind of reaching out to the world and having people recognize my car as the black Abarth with Lambo brakes. But so I saw the seller and I sat down and had a couple of conversations with him and asked, you know, what kind of options do I have available? And he literally turned around and said, look, I have connections pretty much all over Italy with some serious suppliers, and one of the questions I asked him was, can you do me custom Brembos in Lamborghini Mantis green? And he came back to me and said, yep, absolutely, I can do that for you. I can do it in official Lamborghini Mantis green paint. And he had some connections with Carrozzeria Imperiale Group Lamborghini, which is over in Italy, and it's a bit of a tongue twister, and I've had to say about 5 times, and I've edited them all out, so I've got them wrong. But yeah, so you know what I mean. Anyway, so Imperiale Group, they are renowned in Italy. They've got their own racing team, and they're also one of the official body shops that Lamborghini use for some of their range, particularly things like Aventadors and Hurricanes in that side of Italy. But when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's quite cool. So not only can you get me official Mantis green paint, you can get them officially embroidered up, but you can actually get them done at an official, you know, Lamborghini body shop, which was pretty awesome. So at the time I thought, right, that's it, that sealed the deal for me. And he was able to supply me, the guy is called Luca, by the way, Luca, and his brand is San Brembo Brakes. You can find him on Facebook if there's anything that you guys want specifically around customized Brembos. And he does it for all cars, not just Abarth, so shameless plug for Luca there. So I ended up going for alfa guiletta calipers, and then we had the option of what size discs I wanted, and I thought, if I'm going to go with a Lamborghini style, then I want to try and make them look as big as possible. So I went for 330mm or 330mm size discs. Luca himself didn't supply the discs, he bought them through another supplier, and I'll come to a little bit more about that in a moment, because I did have a few issues with those discs. But moving back onto the brakes, so patiently waited, it took a couple of weeks, and Luca started to then send me photos of the updates, where it was, the body shop, the painting process, and it literally was insane. I was so excited, and I had to really keep it quiet because I just wanted to post photos of it everywhere over Instagram and Facebook. And when they finally arrived in my hand, that's when I started to post the photos. But I always had this doubt in my mind. I was like, oh, now I'm ordering from Italy, you know, they're gonna get lost somewhere and I'll never get them. But they came, and when they came, wow. So once the brakes arrived, I thought, okay, cool, so let's go straight to my trusty friends at Pro Alpha. So we took the car down one Friday afternoon, and we literally just went for it. So Chris and his team at Pro Alpha, they started to take the old brakes off, they put the new ones on, and at the time, Adam, you've probably seen Adam's car in some of the previous videos, the grey Abarth, and just as Chris was going to start bleeding the brakes on my car, I went out for a little run with Adam. After coming back, I saw the look that you don't ever want to see, you know, your car guy give you, and he said, Stef, you want to come and see this because there's something wrong with the brakes. And at that moment, my heart just went, no! I literally was I was like, oh no, don't tell me that they don't fit properly or something. But what was actually happening, he just topped up all the brake fluid and they just started to leak. So the car was leaking brake fluid. The brakes themselves, the calipers, were leaking fluid. It was Friday afternoon, Pro Alpha about to shut shop, so I ended up begging the missus to come pick me up, and I left it in more than capable hands. That is Chris at Pro Alpha. The following morning, I sat down and came back to Pro Alpha, and Chris had sorted it all out. He'd fixed it, he'd tightened up all the bolts at the bottom, and it was stunning. I was in awe. I was like, wow, I've got Lamborghini brakes on my car, or Alfa brakes with Lamborghini Mantis green paint on them. And I was just like, yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving life right now with this car. And at the time, because I was so excited, I was like, yeah, this is so cool. Everybody look at my brakes. It didn't really dawn on me that after a while I started to hear this clicking noise, and it was like a and I took the car back and forth to Pro Alpha. We sat down and tried to diagnose everything. We thought it was the wheel bolts, we thought it was loose brake plates, as in the brake pads, we thought it was something that was caught on the wheel. There was anything you could think of what was making that ticking noise. You know, I even thought it was a bearing at one point. We just couldn't find out what it was, and it was only at one point we sat down, took the wheels off, and kind of shone a light on the discs themselves, because I had drilled discs, and only like 50% of the holes were drilled, and that was nothing to do with Luca specifically, because Luca obviously bought the discs from someone else. I immediately called Luca, and I spoke to Luca and said, look, this is my current situation. Can you help? And Luca was brilliant. The customer service he delivered was absolutely stunning. It was fantastic. He turned around and said, Steph, don't worry about it. I'm going to send you a new set of discs out now. So to be safe, I just said, look, just give me 330 big discs with nothing on them, no grooves, no drilled, nothing. I just want normal discs that aren't going to make this horrible ticking noise. And within a week, they were given, they were sent, and I received them straight back to Pro Alpha, replaced the disc, and lo and behold, that annoying ticking noise had gone. I'm not even joking, that noise drove me up the wall, because I guess when people see them, they just kind of look at them, and you know, you post amazing photos of them on Facebook and Instagram, and people are like, flipping hell, man, you managed to, you know, get all these brakes on. And you know what you don't take into consideration is, you know, the amount of work, the custom brackets that had to be made, you know, all the extra bits, all the little niggly problems that I had here before getting them to perfection. But that's life, you know, when you're modifying cars with something that isn't standard, and particularly isn't something that's normally done before, because they weren't, you know, putting alfa guiletta brakes on an Abarth whilst it's been done before, it's not the common route to go down. So you do get these little niggly problems. But in summary, putting the brakes on the car has been one of the best things I've ever done. One, for looks, the stopping power is immense. It's sometimes almost too good. And I know I've talked about it in the mods video before. I may potentially do in the rears at some point. I just haven't decided yet, because at the moment it's the whole red Italian thing. So potentially go for something like Tarok's rear brakes, which are, I think they're 300mm discs at the back. So, but yeah, guys, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of a summary, give you guys a little bit of the history of where my brakes came from, because when I tell this story to a couple of my friends at work, etc., you know, they're like, that's so cool, you know, the fact that you got Alfa brakes, they were actually painted in official Lamborghini Mantis green with official Lamborghini embroidery, which isn't like a sticker, it's the raised, exactly the same, the raised Lamborghini emblem that they put on the official Lamborghini stuff, which is cool. And the fact that I managed to put them on an Abarth, and some people still think that they're real Lambo brakes, which of course they're not, but it's a cool thing to have people think that you've managed to put Lambo brakes on your car. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is a horrible day, as you can probably see. It's chucking it down with rain outside. But if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you all so much for your ongoing support. We're seeing some really good growth on the channel now, and I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of you for continuing to subscribe and to watch the videos, because I know that you're giving up your time to watch me and the stuff that we put on this channel, and I truly appreciate that, so thank you. But that's it, and I'm going to see you guys all in the next video, so stay tuned for more. Thank you.